Imagine Museum in St. Petersburg showcases an extraordinary selection of contemporary glass sculptures from around the world. And this collection is made even richer by the introduction of new augmented reality technology. Joining me today to talk about this, plus the brand new exhibit, is Executive Director Jane Buckman. Good morning.
Hi, good morning. Good morning. Thank you. It's good to see you too.
Last time I saw you, we were out on location.
Yes.
I got to see firsthand. Really, I mean, it's hard to be in studio until you've brought a couple pieces in this morning, but you really have to kind of be in front of it and see all of the beautiful glass sculptures that are there.
I would agree with that, yes.
So tell me about this augmented reality, because I feel like a lot of museums are incorporating this, but it's still hard to kind of wrap your mind around.
So in 2020, we have introduced 9 new augmented reality experiences.
Okay.
So one describes the history of glass from starburst until the American creatives in the 1960s that started making glass as an art form, and then to selfies that are just fun, so you can send images back to your family and post them. And then, really special, we put augmented reality in tandem with the art. So it actually enhances the art, so you spend more time looking at the actual pieces.
So all you really need for this to kind of work is just your cell phone? Do you need that?
So actually we give guided tours.
Okay.
So we do have iPads, so that you can have ear and the pads, so that, because there's sound that's incorporated to all of that, so it makes it even more dramatic. The AR that's on the art pieces is very cinematic. Okay. So that you do
keeps your attention.
Yeah, you do want to have that pad and hear the music, and it's quite an experience.
Well, and tell us a little bit about what you brought this morning, because what I come from an artist background, right? My dad's a sculptor, and there's something about glass artwork though that I've even seen demonstrations of how it's done.
Yes.
It's still, it seems so difficult to me, and I have a hard time kind of wrapping my mind around how it's actually done. So explain what you brought here this morning.
So I brought 2 pieces from Bertil Wallin, who is really the glass master in Sweden. Sweden is one of the places where glass has been produced for hundreds of years inside the factory. But Bertil was one who started using the glass for his artistic expression, as well as providing designs for Costa Boda. So we have 4 galleries in the museum. We were fortunate enough to have...
So this is part of the new exhibit, right?
This is part of the new exhibit. So Bertil, what he likes to communicate, he uses icons, but a boat is really his image. It's very iconic. When you think of the Scandinavian countries and the Vikings, well, the boat for Bertil always, meant journey, the unknown. And the other piece I brought is his description, or his interpretation of the Janus god. Now, the Janus god is one who can see forward, but also understands what has gone on in the past. Okay. So it takes the past reference and then applies it to the future.
The attention to detail, and you really have to see these pieces up close, because, and I'd imagine one trip to the museum is not even going to be enough either, right?
I think you need 2.
I know. You do. You really have to take your time with this and really make sure you're seeing everything.
Yeah. Yes. Well, he has various. They call them inclusions, and so all of this is prepped in advance. So you can imagine there's a sand mold, and then they pour the hot glass, and then they insert all of these inclusions, and all of the inclusions are different icons, little things that speak to,
tell a story.
That tell a story, and that are universal in many ways, so we all can relate. But then when you see them grouped together, it does tell a great story.
We're just out of time, but talk about the Glass Coast. You guys are getting ready to kind of celebrate everything that's going on right now too.
Well, after last year we hosted the GAS conference, and so we determined all of the glass venues, the art glass venues in St. Petersburg, decided we'd keep this going.
Yeah.
So at the very last weekend in March, that we'll be hosting Celebrate the Glass Coast. So that will mean Imagine Museum, the Maury and Chihuly Museum, Duncan McClellan galleries, and the Zen galleries. We have planned demonstrations, lectures, parties.
I mean, you really do have to see how it's done and see how it works.
You really do. So
always such a pleasure to talk with
It
you.
is a
Thank you for
pleasure
coming
seeing
in
you
this
too.
morning. Check out the new
pleasure.
exhibit.
Yes,
There is
thank
the
you.
phone number to call, get more information, and the website as well. So
Okay,
again,
terrific.
thank you so much.
Nice seeing you again. Okay, bye-bye.